Hi, greetings, fellow Whovians. Whovian Queener. Hope I'm having a good week so far. And it's time once again. That's right. It's time to take a look at my top 10 favorite 13th Doctor episodes. So, let's get into it. Beginning with number 10, Arachnids in the UK. Personally, I think this episode is just okay, in my humble opinion, and that guy that was, wanting to be president of the United States, yeah, I just did not like him. And yeah, I know he should have won final time, but honestly, I just don't like the character. And also, the arachnids themselves, they looked okay, but overall, the story itself is just kind of meh, in my humble opinion. So there you go. All right, next up, Demons of the Punjab. And yes, I know this is a very Yaz-centered episode, and getting to learn more about her family history I thought was kind of interesting. But overall, this episode was just kind of okay. I mean, it's not great, it's not bad, it's okay. It's a fine episode. So yeah. All right, next up, The Vanquishers. Yes, number 8, The Vanquishers. This was one of the episodes that took place during the Flux season, which I know for some people is kind of hit or miss. And to be perfectly honest, this episode was just fine. Again, nothing offensive about it. It was just fine. So there you go. All right, number 7, Legend of the Sea Devils. Yes, Jodie Whittaker's penultimate episode as the Doctor. This episode is actually not that bad. I love the look of the Sea Devils. I like the little bit of upgrade to the makeup, which was fine. But to be perfectly honest, so I think the one thing I sort of kind of didn't like about this episode is that I wish that maybe the Doctor would have maybe reciprocated the feelings that Yaz has for her and stuff like that, but unfortunately that did not end up happening. But yeah, so there you go. All right, moving on to number 6, Prisoner of the Jadoon. I love this episode for one reason and one reason only, and that is the return of John Barrowman as Captain Jack Harkness. Yes, that's the only thing I like about this episode. And yes, I also like, and yes, the whole Fugitive Doctor thing is cool too, but come on. They brought back Captain Jack. How can you not love Captain Jack? I mean, come on. So anyway, moving on to number 5, Revolution of the Daleks. I think, don't call me this, but I think this is the one where Captain Jack Harkness comes back and finally gets to interact with the 13th Doctor. Honestly, I think this is a very fine New Year's special, and yes, even though I do miss the Christmas specials, I love the fact that we got New Year's specials instead to kind of, to kind of get us prepared for the next season and stuff like that. So, yeah. But still, overall, great episode, and again, I love me some Captain Jack, so there you go. All right, so moving on to number 4, Resolution. I believe, yes, this was the very last New Year's special of the series, and it's good. I like it. So yeah, and again, the whole time loop thing I thought was really cool. So yeah. All right, so moving on to number 3, Jodie Whittaker's first episode as a Doctor, The Woman Who Fell to Earth. I freaking love this episode. It was a great start to this new era of the show, and it was very different and unique in the fact that, before the companions even met the Doctor, we got some focus on them with Graham, Ryan, and Yaz, which I thought was great. Like, yes, let's introduce these new characters first, and then boom, right away the Doctor then falls down to that train car, and we finally get to see her interacting with her new companions, and that was just perfect, and I love that. The villain episode, Zim Shaw, or Tim Shaw as the Doctor calls him, great villain. I'm glad they brought him back for the season finale, the Battle of Ranskar Av Kolos. Yeah, you said it correctly. But still, just great introduction to this new Doctor and great introduction to this new era of the show. So there you go. All right, so moving on to number 2, The Power of the Doctor, Jodie Whittaker's final episode. This episode was fantastic. I mean, come on. They brought back Tegan, they brought back Ace, they brought back some of the other classic Doctors, and it was just so beautiful. And Graham coming back I thought was so good. I wish that Ryan also showed up as well, but unfortunately he didn't. But But other than that, this was just a very, very, very exciting episode. And seeing Sasha Dewan as the Master one final time was brilliant. And I'm not going to say anything about the regeneration scene other than it was beautiful. So there you go. And finally, number 1, Rosa. I loved this episode so much. I mean, just the fact that, we got an episode that featured Rosa Parks and just everything else, and that stupid racist guy that was trying to prevent what Rosa Parks did. I mean, I'm very happy that that guy got dealt with in the end, because he was just not a nice guy. So yeah. So anyway, those are my top 10 Jodie Whittaker 13th Doctor episodes. Let me know now I want to hear from you guys. What are your favorite Jodie Whittaker episodes? Let me know down in the comment section below. And, well, unfortunately, since there aren't any episodes left for me to review until the 60th anniversary specials coming up later on this year, I will be doing some live streams. I'll probably do those like once a week, maybe on like Fridays or Saturdays. I don't know exactly, but I'll probably be doing my first one ever this weekend. So there you go. But anyway, so yeah, I'll be doing those. I'll be answering questions and all that other fun stuff. So yeah, so be sure to tune in. I will make a post that will let you guys know when the live stream will be happening and what time, so you guys can jump in, ask me any sort of Doctor Who related questions you want. You can ask me about any questions about like the main show. You can ask me things. You can ask me questions about the spin-offs and all the other fun stuff. So yes, so I will be making a post sometime later on this week to let you guys know when I plan on doing that. So keep an eye out for that here on this channel. So there you go. All right, so thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So until then, this is Sylvian Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! I've versed player to the neutron flow. Won't you Julie baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.